Hey Bio fans! Anya here from the Biography Wrap, and today we are going to explore the life of Adam Goodes through the movie The Final Quarter, directed by Ian Darling. The story begins with the loud booing of spectator for Adam Goodes during a match and a news anchor passing judgment on Goodes during his telecast, accusing him of using his game for a political agenda. Adam Goodes was born in Australia and is an Aboriginal Australian. As a kid, he loved playing soccer at his primary school in Adelaide, and he goes on to become an AFL legend in football. During an interview with Goodes, he is asked about racism and whether it still exists on the playing field, to which he replies, almost isn't good enough, and racism is far yet to leave the field. Goodes explains how he has often been a victim of racial acts since his childhood. During AFL Indigenous rounds in 2013, Adam Goodes plays extraordinary on the field, and his team wins the match. But right before the end of the match, while he is at the corner of the field, he hears a 13-year-old girl calling him an ape. It is not the first time he has heard something like this about his appearance, but this time racism had a face, and he could not resist replying to the girl. After the feeds reaches the public, everyone wants to know what has happened. So Goodes calls a press conference the next day and says everything in his heart. He explains that he did not stand up for himself before, but now he is much more confident and proud of his culture. So this time, he wants to take a stand for himself and many others who have been in his situation. As a result, many players come in support of Adam and take a stand with him in this matter. A few days later, an influential news anchor repeats the same racist insults as the girl and uses it as a joke to humor his audience. The news of this spread rapidly, whole across the nation, and as soon as the anchor realized what he has done, he apologizes to Adam Goodes in front of the media and public. All this said and done takes its toll on Adam Goodes' mental health and his game. He injures his knee in a match and is ruled out for the following season's 13 matches. In 2014, Adam Goodes is given the title of Australian of the Year for his continuous efforts against racism in the country. Many newspapers state that Goodes is the worst possible candidate for this prestigious title, as he is being awarded for shouting at a 13-year-old during his match. Later on, the following year, Goodes tries his best to put his views forward so that the people of the nation could hear him, understand his point of view, but instead, however, his views once again meet trolling and accusations against him when he says that the Constitution of their country did not recognize the very first of the Australians, the Aboriginals, which is necessary to acknowledge them in the Constitution as they are part of their ancient history. He named his cause Recognize. Despite this, many news anchors, politicians, and others complained about Goodes, saying he was using his title of Australian of the Year to gain more fame and money from his false accusations about the Constitution, and it was nothing more than his personal vendetta for which he was trying to divide the nation and make it racist. The same week, during two of his matches, Goodes is attacked with humiliating comments and booing from his fans the entire match. The booing of his fans just has gotten more persistent the following season, and slowly it starts affecting Goodes' games. During the grand finale, Goodes is unable to deliver his best performance due to constant booing, causing his team to lose the trophy. After this incident, when Goodes addresses his problems and what he is suffering from on a radio broadcast, an outburst of people rise against him with millions of hate comments and insults on his social media handle, as well as news anchors accusing him of things he had not done on morning chat shows. It is as if Goodes has become a target for all who dislike his views on racism in Australia. In 2015, the booing for Adam Goodes by spectators in the stadium starts from the very first day of the match, but he has decided to not let nothing break his concentration for the game this year. He plays really well that season and even surpasses Hawthorn, who beat them in the last year's finals. After that, the AFL hosts Indigenous round matches to honor the Indigenous players in Australian football. During the match, the entire audience again starts booing Goods, but he plays extraordinarily and the team wins the match despite that. During the match, he celebrates a goal by performing a tribal war dance relating to his culture, in which he mimics the action of throwing a spear in the direction of the stand from where constant boos were coming. He clarifies this at the end of the match interview, saying that his action was just a tribute to the kids of the under-16 Indigenous football teams who taught him this dance. The next day, despite having his side of the story cleared out, the war dance still became a controversial topic on social media and news channels, filled with negative and wrong comments and accusations about Goods and his intentions. The previous match's commentator extends his thoughts at great length on the news channel to prove Goods wrong. In an interview, Goods addresses that what he did on the field was just his way of paying tribute to his culture in a match that was being played to promote his culture with other players of his culture. If people find it offensive, he is sincerely sorry, but not for the fact that he paid tribute to his culture. But his comments are not good enough for the public. The booing has been continuously going on at an unprecedented level, affecting Goods' mental health and concentration on the game. After a while, his fellow teammates also come in support of Goods on the field by doing the same war cry to the spectators booing him. Slowly, some people recognize Goods' frustration and come forward in the media to support him by appealing to their fans to stop booing a true sportsperson. He also gets a good amount of support from the AFL, but it does nothing more than making the boos louder. Goods explained in an interview that when he is on the field, he plays for the people of his country and wants to make them proud. However, it all seems pointless now, as even if he plays well, the bad energy still targets him on the ground, leaving his sportsmanship spirit trembling from within. All this took a toll on Goods' health, so he decided to take an indefinite leave from playing football, which led his whole team to realize what mental suffering he was experiencing these past few years. His leave caused a massive revolution throughout the country. People all over the country were coming forward to show their love and support for Goods. The stadiums were filled with people wearing his jersey or Aboriginal bands and posters written all about how much they want Goods to be back in the game. Even celebrities and newspapers came in support of him. Seeing all of this, Goods came back to play the rest of the season's matches, but he met with unexpected boos from the spectators the minute he came on the field. Having decided to play this season, Goods didn't let all of this hound him and distract him from what he truly loved. He played this season exceptionally well and led his team to a glorious victory, setting new records for his career. But the boos for him on the field became so loud for him that it started haunting him, even in his dreams. The humiliation of this sort is not something anyone should ever be forced to face. After playing the season's final match, Adam Goods announced his retirement from his peak football career. Even then, the spectators boo him till the final siren marks the end of Adam Goods' remarkable era in Australian football. Fear of being booed on again makes a place so deep in Goods' heart and mind that he declines the invitation to take part in the parade to honor retired players. The AFL and other concerned authorities realized their mistake and apologized to Goods for not acting sooner to save him from the continuous humiliation he has been facing all these years. Deep down, everyone knows that they lost a gem so precious and far too early, especially true football fans. That's it from the movie The Final Quarter. If you enjoyed it, consider subscribing. Let me know what you thought of this true story, and make sure to check out this next one.